And good evening, folks, and welcome to game number one of our two semifinals in the 2025 Summer Dragon Warrior Randomizer Tournament here on DW Randomizer. Tonight, our semifinalists are Pav and Cherno. Hi, everyone. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and joining me on the commentary tonight, our restreamer, CyberDark86. Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, this has been a great tournament so far. Of the remaining contestants we have left, not exactly the names you probably were expecting to see in the semifinals, but that's the beauty of this tournament. We have seen a lot of exciting matches. We've seen several upsets, and Pav and Cherno, they've come on quite the journey to make it to this stage of the game.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really looking forward to seeing this game one of game three of three games. Sorry, and it's nice to see these new names here. It really is, and they might not be extremely new, but in the playoffs for sure.
Yep, definitely indeed. So Pav has gone the distance in all three of his first matches leading up to the semifinals. Beat Bob the Pineapple 2-1, beat the number 1 seed Mikey Dies a Lot 2-1, and then beat the number 8 seed Brian Williams 2-1. Now, in Cherno's case, Cherno got through Kegelus 2-0, beat the American Dweem 2-1, and then beat out Hoodie Two Shoes 2-1 to get to the semifinals. So they've been through quite the gauntlet to get to this point. One of these two will make it to the Grand Championship. It takes 2 games to get there. We'll see who strikes first tonight.
Indeed. Also, thank you to RG365 for jumping in on tracking on this one. Looks like our racers are getting their 15-second countdown about now.
Yes, indeed. So we are starting with 20 strength. So right off the top, Cyberdark, if we see a metal slime already, they have a chance to flee from us. 10 agility, 22 HP, no magic, no spells. So potentially could be a little bit of a slog of a start, but that strength should help us.
Let's see what we got in the throne room here. We've got, of course, our key. We're looking for something else. We've got an herb. We've got our token already, and the key in the back, of course.
Yep, so we do have one of the 3 pieces of homework that we need to get done in order to get to Sharlock, Erdrick's token. You also need the Stones of Sunlight and the Staff of Rain. And of course, to get the Staff of Rain, you must find the Silver Harp and the Trade-in Cave. And we're starting with a lot of desert land here. So Cherno is going to get started by going around start, sees a Magidrake, and with the strength, probably has a pretty good chance of taking it down. You need 10 to 13 HP worth of damage. Pav also getting that same Magidrake, but getting a dodge. That does not help Pav's chances here. And Cherno gets the first 12 points here and a level. 2, 1, 4, 7 MP, but nothing to use it on. They do have Stop Spell, so that's not too bad. Pav also gets to level 2. And now we have a Drakima. Drakima a little bit tougher to take down, not quite in the ballpark to want to be taking them down. Magician, on the other hand, is definitely one, especially when you get a Haishino Chigeki. Pav getting it down and will be the first to get to level 3. Level 3 gives us 3 power, 1 agility, 2 HP, 9 MP, so now 16 MP, still nothing to use it on, Cyberdark.
Right, and we've got a cave here on our right-hand side, although Scorpion's blocking the way. We're hoping he can get away from it or kill it. Yeah, it takes it down.
Hey, that's a big 16 points right there, putting Cherno 5 away from level 4. Going to get to level 3. Red Slime, Pav will get an easy 2 points off of that. And the cave is Swamp South.
Gonna try to go through it here. Let's see what's on the other side. You might get the back of Garenham, you never know. Or maybe even the back of Tantagel and be able to buy keys if we have the gold for it.
I don't know how much gold. 49 golds is not enough. No, it does not take us to either one of those places.
Oh, no.
It could be a possible 2-continent. Well, werewolves have Stop Spell, but Cherno is going to be sent back. And Pav going to be the first to level 4. No power, 1 agility, no HP, but 13 MP and heal. That's nice.
Heal's a good way to start. We can easily fight these enemies now and stay out here just a little bit longer before dying.
Now, that's a great find there for Pav to get to level 4. Yeah, and can stay on the field a little while longer and easily take on this Magidrake here. Cherno getting back attacked by a Magidrake. Pav does not have any MP, but is able to get the Magidrakey down with a little bit left to spare of health. 82 HP is what we need to get to level 5. A Metal Scorpion, no shot. This will be a Death Warp if I've ever seen one. Cherno also getting to level 4.
Right, just using that last little bit of health there to go explore. Pav knew he was dead anyway, but just figured, we'll find something.
Cherno able to escape from a Metal Scorpion. Now, Cherno does have now 13 MP, so we'll be able to keep playing a little while longer, unless, of course, you get back attacked by a Metal Scorpion. And Cherno getting run blocked as well, and down to 3 HP, and is able to escape. Pav gets the Magician down for 8 points. So right now, it looks like these runners are resorting to the early grind, which I think you've kind of seen from both players throughout this tournament up to this point. They want to get to the grind before they get to the exploration, and it has pretty much worked for these runners. That's how they've gotten here.
For sure. We haven't seen any towns really close, so we're going to, focus right now on leveling, maybe getting hurt more, heal more. That excellent dodge.
Yep, Cherno got the Viper there. You hate to see it, but nevertheless does get the 15 points from the Poltergeist. Oh, Drakimas have the
Nice.
DL2 breath. Oh, no. And Pavel gets sent back. There's a Drakima. Cherno does not know about the DL2 breath as of yet. Now he does. Back to start he goes.
Hyper murder bats in any kind.
Yep, so we're going to want to have a little more strength before we take down these Drakimas. Drakimas are worth 20 experience points, 12 to 16 HP worth of damage needed. And it might be a 50% for what we've seen so far from these Drakimas. Pav going to be the first to level 5 for 12 power, 9 agility, 3 HP, no MP.
Might start thinking about those Metal Scorpions about now.
Yeah, the Metal Scorpions definitely look like they could be in play. 14 to 18 HP of damage needed, 31 experience that they give. And it looks like both these runners might be making a beeline back towards Swamp South. Cherno should be able to get the Scorpion down, no problem. Pav is now in Swamp South. Cherno gets the 16 points, leaving him 2 away from level 5.
Druins were nice until we saw that.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Druin 17 to 22 HP for 14 experience, but that hurt more. It doesn't make it a viable target unless we have stop spell. And a werewolf, Cherno getting stopped by a werewolf is sent back again. So far, not too much going for the exploration here. It looks like grinding might be on the table for a little while longer here, Cyberdark. And there's of course, you're going to get a crit on a red slime. That's what I call a showboat crit.
Yeah, RG pointing at the same thing in chat. I was about to say there's werewolves on either side of Swamp Cave.
Oh, that's gross. Cherno going to get to level 5 as well. Going to get the nice power and agility boost. Another red slime down. Pav will get this Magician, no problem right there. Cherno trying to go south, maybe explore, gets a Scorpion. That'll be good. Drakey not as nice. The dodge not as nice on Cherno's side either. So now Pav trying to go to the west here. Sees a bridge. Drakey's going to be no problem here.
Nothing on the other side of the bridge, but we might have a different zone over here.
Yeah, very well possible. Now Cherno has found that Metal Scorpion and should be able to win a damage race unless they have something nasty in the back, like a heal more. There's a wolf. I'm going to try to take it down. I mean, as long as they don't have anything nasty, that's a viable move. And there's the 31 big points right there for Cherno, 26 away from the level. If Pav can get this wolf down, then he's going to get level 6. And actually, Cherno could get there as well with this Metal Scorpion.
The wolf is just a little bit too much right now, I think.
Yeah, it definitely does seem like it indeed, but Pav is trying. Pav does get the wolf for the 40 points and the level. Cherno's going to be not that far behind when he gets that Metal Scorpion down with 2 power, no agility, 13 HP, and sleep and return.
Nah, I'd stay at these wolves right now with that sleep spell. That could do really well against them.
Absolutely, indeed. And the reason for that is because it's a 1 in 16 chance only that your sleep spell will miss. We have simultaneous skeletons, and well, they both now know about the hurt more, and Cherno gets the skeleton to sleep. Gonna try to hope that it stays asleep. We'll see if Cherno gets lucky here. And Cherno
Nice.
does. 25 points. Yeah, Pav now going to make good use of that sleep spell to put that metal scorpion to sleep. Unfortunately, it's the old 1 in 3 chance that it wakes, and the AI seems to roll it more often than not. As Pav down to 10 HP will have to use a sleep again. And Cherno gets dodged, and they have stop spell to go with that hurt more. So Cherno does manage to get the skeleton down for another 25 points. We need 117 more for level 7, 337 in total. They are neck and neck right now in the experience. So right now it looks like both these runners are resorting to a early grind before they do any exploration at this point. But Pav gonna give it another go here in Swamp South.
Druins, I don't know what else we've seen in here, really. Oh, Poltergeist, they're the worst.
Yep, and Cherno out of resources will be sent back home. Magidrake Pav will go ahead and take this down. Should just take a couple of swings here. And there you go.
Not that bad of a grinding zone so far.
Now remember, the Druids do have DL2 breath, so that is, or hurt more. I beg your pardon. They have hurt more.
Pav going to get some exploration. Finds another cave here just to the east.
Let's see if he can get there. He does, and it is Tablet Cave.
Well, we don't have outside to get out quickly, but it's a free cave to walk through, and there is a chest here.
And luckily, these runners have Permatorch on, because without it, you'd have to memorize the path of this cave. And then since there's no enemies here, trying to get out without any kind of torch or radiant spell, pretty tough to do. Gold inside that chest.
Not quite useful yet, as we haven't seen a town, but if we can get somewhere, it's definitely good. We've got enough for a large shield there now.
Yeah, if Pav can somehow find a town on this turn here and it has a large shield on offer, hey, he could make that purchase or some other goodies as well. We got to find said town here, as Cherno going to put the skeleton to sleep here, and a Wolf Lord on Pav's side is able to escape. But the very next step, it's a stone man, and on 22 agility, gonna put it to sleep. Does connect. Smart move. Cherno gets blasted by a hurt more and is sent home again.
Wyvern will probably put that to sleep as well.
Yep, that's the last resources there for Pav. So Pav's got to get there now, or he'll be losing half of his gold. But so far, he's finding nothing burgers here in this part of the continent.
Uh-oh.
Pav just realized the problem here, and I think he's going to take an intentional warp death here. So, yep. So his exploration, and well, they have baby breath, and that ain't terrible at this early stage of the game here. As Cherno gets another skeleton down, and that's 1 experience point over the good to get level 7 for 6 power, 1 agility, 5 HP, and repel. So back-to-back levels that we've gotten no MP.
Yeah, and a spell that at the moment is a little useless. We really don't want to repel anything because we want the experience. Good spell to learn later on, but it's nice to have it.
Yeah, definitely indeed here. Pav fallen behind here on the experience because the exploration didn't really produce anything fruitful.
So I don't know how far east we've gone so far from Stark, but I think that's the only direction we haven't traveled very far in.
No, not at all. So it does look like both of these runners are resorting to a grind again here. We'll see if Pav decides to... No, he's going to stay with the grind. I think that's a good strategy at this point, considering that Cherno starting to pull away on the experience front here. And, it's not an insignificant amount of points at this early stage either. As we see a droll. Haven't seen that yet.
Nice and easy.
158 points right now is the difference But Cherno finding another metal scorpion, which will help for another 31 points. Need to get to 600 for level 8. Ooh, we got a werewolf that Pav is able to escape from. And Cherno hitting the mother load with another metal scorpion, but Pav going to get a metal scorpion of his own. 220 points is the difference now for the experience lead that Cherno currently has on Pav. Back attack by a metal scorpion. So we'll see if Cherno has enough gasoline in the tank to go without using a heal spell. But probably going to want to use one here. But no, I'm going to go for it. And does roll high enough to cover the entire spread.
At this level, we want to keep fully healed as soon as we're out of battle, because you want to be able to survive a hurt more if it comes.
Yep. Pav not going to take any chances here in case he misses. Putting the heal spell to work should finish off the metal scorpion, which he does. And that's going to give Pav level 7. But Cherno right now just 67 points away from level 8, minus that 31. So he's got 36 points to go. So a wolf would get him there. Remember that skeletons do have hurt more. They do have stop spell as well. That's a free turn right there for Cherno. That's an easy 25 points.
Right, now we'll get it with another metal scorpion if one comes along.
Yeah, the old artificial wombo combo. Werewolves have stop spell, and Pav's able to escape. And this will be more than enough for Cherno to get to level 8. But that dodge does not help. But no matter. Cherno gets it down and will be the first to level 8. So level 8, 8 power, 5 agility, 8 HP, heal more. But again, for the third consecutive level here, Cyberdark, no additional MP. We're stuck on 29.
Yeah, Heal More is a great spell to have. We need it to finish the game, but at the moment, it's just not really all that useful. I mean, it will fully heal you in one shot, but eh.
Yeah, it costs you 8 MP to use, so not really appealing now, but will be, of course, later on once we get more HP.
And we are on the East Coast, so it's only up or down we can go, or through Swamp Cave.
Certainly seems to be that way. Yep, that definitely is the eastern edge of the continent. Pav used the heal spell just to be safe here. Pav getting a free turn. Wolf stays asleep for him. Pav will be able to finish it off on this attack. That's a big 40 points right there. Well, Wizards, I don't think so. Cherno's able to escape from that.
I do believe Cherno was setting up a reverse count there, counting how many tiles from the side to, or the coast to Tantagel.
But he's not going to be able to do anything else as the werewolf will send him back. So, again, the exploration, it's been slim pickings here for both of our runners. So we find a Druid Lord on Pav's side is able to escape from. Before he gets to that cave, okay, just to go, still just go ahead and take it down. It's like, just get out of my way. I'm going to plow through you, get the 4 points, and find that it is the Jerk Cave.
Well, something we needed to find, but not useful for probably around a half hour.
Pav's got a Rogue Scorpion. They have hurt, which is actually not so bad. But Pav having some problems running away from it, down to 3 HP, and going to be sent home. Cherno gets another skeleton down to go to 669 points. We need 975 to get to level 9.
Well, we're going to cross a swamp here, and I do believe I've seen this river on the other side of swamp. So Swamp Cave isn't that far away.
So it does look like it is one continent, unless, of course, this entire river, there's no way to get across it. That would be crazy. I mean, it's a possibility.
There isn't south, but there might be north.
We'll find out if we're able to get all the way through. Imagine this just being a big dead end, though. That would be absolutely trollish. And kind of on par with DWR, if I'm being flat out honest.
True.
Uh-oh. Look at that. It doesn't connect. So unless there's like, yeah, just a big dead end. So it very well may be a split continent here, a 2-continent situation, because there's no way to get here unless there's a way to get there from the north.
For sure, and I know now that I've seen that just east of Tablet Cave.
Yeah, there is a lot of this creek here. But unfortunately, we got a rogue scorpion that's blocking Cherno's progress that Pav was not able to escape from. But Cherno is, so he'll be able to keep exploring here. But the next step is a knight, and that's a problem.
Yep, gonna be much harder to get away from this one. Oh, we do
Yep.
have heal more now. It does help.
Yep. So unfortunately, it does punch. Well, it does escape, so Cherno can keep going, but down to 4 MP now. And wow,
It does
so you
connect
have to
now.
go north. You have to go north. That is just absolutely brutal. But now Cherno knows.
I think it'd probably be easier to go through swamp to get over there, honestly.
It really does look like that with all the enemies that we saw in this zone. I mean, they're nice enemies once we have the resources, but right now we don't have the resources.
Pav catching up in experience here slowly. Gets a nice, excellent move there.
Yep, so that'll help for 31 points. Yep, closing the gap just a little bit, but there's a Metal Scorpion now for Cherno. 152 is the difference. It'll be 183 once Cherno gets this Metal Scorpion down. Does so in a couple of swings. There's a Scorpion for Pav, not as valuable as the Metal, but easier to take down. Cherno going to get one for himself, too.
Yep, at this point you don't turn down one-swing enemies, unless they're slimes.
Yeah, not a chance. So Wolf, Kaishino Ichigeki, 1 shot, 1 kill, 40 big points right there for Pav.
Enough for level 8.
I'm going to see that heal more, but again, no additional MP. Still stuck at 29. We'll see if we get anything when we get to level 9. That's at 975. It's 176 points away from Cherno. It'll be 151 once he takes it down. We have Wraiths on Pav's side of the board. They have Hurt. And it's a cut and a miss on that sleep spell.
Yeah, with Hurt, I think I keep swinging on him.
Yeah, looks like they're happy to use Hurt, but do they have anything on the back of it? So far, nothing. So you like seeing that. And Pav gets the Wraith down. That's a big 42 points right there. That is the biggest thing we've seen somebody take down up to this point. Cherno will be less than 100 points away. Another Wraith opportunity here for Pav. That time it goes for the attack. So it's either 50 or 75%. It really feels like 75% at this point. Pav needs one more good swing here. Good enough, and Pav gets another 42 points. So keeping up with Cherno here, but Cherno continuing to hold steady that experience lead and is probably going to get an increase with this Werewolf sending Pav back to start. 205 points now.
Yep, Cherno's sticking around for level 9. Wants to see if we get maybe Hurt more or Stop Spell or some massive amount of HP or MP.
Yeah, definitely, indeed. I mean, our stats are really lacking here, especially that defense here. Now, one more of those Metal Scorpions would give Cherno level 9. Skeleton would also do it for him. Scorpion would not. It would put him 8 away. But he'll go ahead and take it down. Pav looking to repel some of the lesser point scoring enemies here. Does find a cave. It is the freebie cave. 1 power, 10 agility, 5 HP, 15 MP, and a death necklace. So a little death necklace gold grind could be on tap if we see a town nearby, but I don't see a town nearby. But death necklace, that could come into play later. We will talk about it should that arise.
Yep, traveling through another swamp here just to see what's up here, and it's a dead end.
My goodness gracious, a lot of dead ends here in this map. As Cherno going to try Swamp again, see if he has any luck with the exploration on this go. So he's a wolf. I'm going to go for it. Rogue Scorpion still not strong enough to take them on as of yet. And our agility's still not very good to try to run away from them either. But Pav does make it on the third attempt. As Cherno goes back to that other side of the continent. We see a gold man. Cherno wants no part of it.
I mean, if there was a town close by, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was thinking. Nice quick cash fix. It's worth 650 golds when you take them down, but with no shops, kind of not worth it. But there is a town in the Pav finds first.
Come on, Hawksness.
Hawksness. Yeah, you're hoping for Hawksness. It was on the back of my mind as well. Great minds think alike. Pav getting dodged, though, by this Metal Scorpion here, and is not going to fool around. Going to use that heal spell. Cherno now in the Tablet Cave. Pav gets the Metal Scorpion down. 777. Pav hopefully is hitting the jackpot here on this town, but first, another Metal Scorpion.
Of course, the hope is for Rimmildar here, so we pick up some keys, but Chad always wants Hawksness.
All right, a few steps away. We'll see if Pav can get there. And he's going to grind some more. What do you think about this?
Not with Wraith Knights here.
And Cantlin.
I mean, we got 500 gold, not quite enough for a hand axe. Copper sword, small shield, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go for the Copper Sword, Small Shield. Oh, Green Dragons are in this zone, and they have hurt more.
Oh, probably looking for chainmail, yeah.
Hey, there you go. So nice little shopping spree that Pav goes on, getting that Copper Shield and that chainmail. So very nice purchases right there. Yeah, Beta pointing out in chat that he could sell the Death Necklace for 1,000 gold, but he may regret it later on if this ends up being a high HP, low attack power seated. AK-47's in this zone, and Cherno back to start he goes. So, again, the exploration not really doing much as Pav might be right by. Ooh, he's able to escape. Just has 4 HP left. Unfortunately, not enough cash to do exploration.
To refresh, no. I think he picked up a couple of herbs, maybe?
Yeah, he did. He did buy some herbs. So, yeah, not enough money to go to the inn. It's 100 golds here in Cantlin. Able to escape from the Wraith Knight and going to try to explore west here from Cantlin, hoping to find another town that might be cheaper to restore resources. A Stowman, able to escape again on that 28 agility. So, but the Fun Police, that is where the fun is going to end. And Cherno also running into the Fun Police, and they too have hurt more. So 2 of our dragons have hurt more. So they're Sharlock enemies. This could be a fun Sharlock dive, Cyberdark.
With Erdrick's armor, if they cast hurt more like 75% of the time, they're easy kills later on for experience.
Yep, because that'll do less damage than their bite.
Now, keep an eye on chat over here. I think there was another town that we saw on Pav's screen. He didn't see it. I didn't see it. But it looks like he found another town just before Cantlin and didn't see it on the screen.
Interesting. Pav, unfortunately, can't run away from the skeleton, so he's sent home again. $1,500 is what we need to get to level 10. And an AK-47. Good luck trying to run away from that. Well, they do have hurt. That's nice. But how? Ooh, and he gets away.
Oh, this could be a nice endgame grind with all these enemies we're seeing here. Oh,
there's a town. And what do we got?
Yeah,
Breckenary. Well, could find something nice in this town. He's got 819 gold to spend. That's enough for a large shield. But not to be found here. He will go ahead and buy the leather armor and the small shield. So he's still got 659 golds that he could buy fairy waters. He could definitely stay at the inn. It's only 6 gold. Pav sees a wolf. We'll go ahead and take that down. No problem at all. 2 shots should do it. There you go.
Gets him ever closer to level 9. Druid Lords here outside Breckenary. It's not too bad of a kill either.
No, not too bad. Druid Lords are worth 58 points. They'll be the biggest get we've seen so far. As Pav does get to level 9. Gonna get that nice boost in MP. Demon Knight, that's trouble. Good luck trying to run away from that. And good luck trying to survive, apparently, as Cherno sent home again. Pav, meanwhile, getting to work on this Metal Scorpion, putting him over 1,000 experience points now. And he's cut the lead again back to 159 points. So it's kind of held it around that 150 to 200 point difference here. So a reasonably close race in this 29-minute mark of this very exciting race between Pav and Cherno.
Yep, Copper Sword doing a little bit of work here to help him catch up. And Chainmail, of course, has got better gear overall. Not much extra in defense because Cherno has the small shield, of course. But it's doing a little bit of work for catch up.
All right, Poltergeist. Pav shouldn't have too much problem with that and is able to one-shot it for 15 points. Druin runs away. Again, they do have hurt more. A lot of enemies with Hurtmore so far in this seed, in this early stage. Again, a lot of enemies we haven't seen yet. Blue Dragons, Axe Knights. Those are just a couple of the enemies that you'd see in Sharlock. Magic Wyverns, Star Wyverns. Haven't seen those yet. They could have some nasty things too.
Here's a Spectre.
Could be a big chance here for Pav. They're worth 47 experience points and gets it. 47 points. So again, keeps him on the pace with Cherno, but he's got a wolf now. We saw that town on Cherno's side. That is Breckenary. Yeah. That's the other side.
I don't think there's any upgrades in there for a Pav. He's already got what he needs out of it.
Could get a small shield. Pav with 4 HP to spare does get the Spectre down. Cherno is going to continue to grind here on these forest tiles. Uh-oh, a Stoneman on 38 agility is able to escape. And unfortunately, we've got some technical issues on Cherno's side. We'll try to get that fixed as he's now working on a Metal Scorpion, a Wyvern now, Pav. We'll see if he's able to take it down. He's got 12, 25. This should do it, and it does. Very nicely done. That's a big 64 points. Oh, werewolves. Able to run away, though. Cherno's got a wolf to deal with now.
Pav heading for that town, hoping he gets something. Like you said, maybe a small shield, but if nothing else, a heal.
But he's going to get back attacked by Green Dragon and get sent home. Park Ranger is going to prevent him from getting to Breckenary and getting that small shield. So tough break there, but Cherno 99 points away, minus 31. So now 68 points away from level 10. Uh-oh. There's that Hurtmore on that skeleton. Gets a good swing on it, though. Takes it down. 43 points away now from level 10.
Ooh, Droll Magi.
Droll Magi is nice. It's worth 58 points.
Only has
Haven't hurt. That's
serves.
also nice. Man, a lot of the enemies having hurt and hurt more here tonight. Another hurt. That's fine. And Pav gets it. Big 58 points right there. And level 10 now for Cherno. And he is going to get 3 power, 2 agility, 6 HP, 5 MP. And not much to write home about there.
No, certainly looking for something bigger than that.
Yeah, Tilo is right on the money. That was a Mevil. Meh. Yeah, I like it. So Pav trying to cut through the continent again here to get the exploration going. Looks like Pav wants to grind here in these desert tiles, but he's not finding anything. Now he finds not what you were looking for. All right, Cherno now in the freebie cave. He was going to get his death necklace. And Pav, well, good luck. Oh, he escapes on 38 agility.
Ooh.
We'll see if he's able to garner anything out of that escape from the fun police. Wyvern, well, he could take this down. Probably go for the heal more after this swing, and there's that baby breath that we saw. All right, and Pav gets it down, another 64 points. And keeping up with Cherno here in the experience is only 55 points away from level 10 himself. Yeah, Pav likes what he sees here, so he's going to hope for another one. Uh-oh, Cherno gets back attacked by the fun police. He's under arrest. And he's going back. Yep. And yeah, already is still hitting for 43 HP. Pav gets the Wyvern to sleep, but of course it's a one-turn sleep yet again. Gets hit with the baby breath, but this attack will do it. And gonna get level 10, and then just like that is only 88 points behind Cherno now, as we have a nail biter at the 35-minute mark.
If it wasn't for the enemies that we saw over there, Wraith Knight and Demon Knight, I'd try to grind outside Caitlyn, because if you could get up enough gold to buy something, a large shield or a hand axe, which Pav has right now, you could easily help the grind here.
Yep. Cherno's got a chance at a Druid Lord here. Gets it down for the big 58 points. The sleep spell cooperates for Pav. Should be able to get this down without a problem. And wow, wasn't enough. Rolled high. But no problem. Pav does get it down, the 64 points. We are still neck and neck on the experience as Cherno gets dodged by this Druid Lord here now. Another Wyvern for Pav, but down to just 2 MP, so gonna have to hope. And of course, one turn, wakes up, Cherno on the Jerk Cave. And then a cut and a miss just to add insult to injury, and Pav is sent home. I believe it's a 1 in 4 chance that your sleep spell is going to miss by default, so that's a tough break there for Pav.
Cherno takes a couple steps without that heal. I was a bit scared that time.
Ooh, Cherno does manage to escape. He's
towns.
A couple of towns. There's
Hey,
Rimuldar.
we got our
big
keys.
find there for Cherno. Yes. Yeah, that was that town that Pav ended up missing that we had seen, that we kind of just got a glimpse of there, Cyberdark, and that could be costly.
All the more reason head back towards Caitlyn with the gold you have.
Yep, agreed.
We still have another town out there. Could be Cole. Could be Garenham now that we've got keys.
Oh, we didn't see it on Pav's screen. Never mind. So this is just brand new territory, and we hadn't seen that on anybody's side. So Cherno had a nice little trek there. As Pav gets the Haishino and Shigeki, it's fairy water inside the 2-door chest.
All right, Cantland should be coming up on Pav's screen now, so it's just east of this, apparently.
Oh, gets back attacked by that green dragon here. Is able to escape, though.
Oh, he's back to Breckenridge. I thought he was down south.
No, that was Kalen. No, this was right. We were right all along. That was the town we had seen on Pav's side. We were right.
Yep, those other two towns I think are just east of, or west, sorry, of Cantland.
Yeah. So yeah, Pav just missing on Rummeldard. I mean, just missing. All right, Cherno's going to see if we have coordinates there, but you got to watch your health. Every time you step on that barrier tile, it's 15 HP of damage. That'll be enough to get there. Let's see if we've got coordinates tonight. Do we? Yep. 29 north, 42 to the west.
Should be countable.
Well, you got to remember that we do have that body of water, and you kind of have to go all the way around. So depending on where it stops, yeah, it may be countable. You're absolutely right. As Cherno will take the intentional death, and I think he's going to go to work on this count.
I'd go as far as you can and make some kind of marker, then head back through swamp, I think.
Yeah, you may be right about that, but we will see. But first, Cherno going to look at the Tantagial Treasury. Sees a fairy water. There's a torch. Stones of sunlight, so it is required. And another torch. So no gold grind, so forget the silver shield tonight, folks.
We do have another possibility of, well, we've definitely got another cave here, maybe some more chests. We'll pick up some more keys, or not.
No, not yet. And of course, it could, of course, be the trade-in cave.
Oh, not
And
enough
we've
for keys.
got trade-in cave. Yep, it is the trade-in cave.
Nice call.
Yep, we got the old man in the basement here, but we will not see an old man in the basement in Garenham once we find it, because we have found all three. Give me vanilla. I want Garen's grave in Garenham.
Well, it's only Graver Mountain, I believe.
You are right about that.
Oh, even better if it's Grave. There could be a harp in there.
You're right. Give me more vanilla. Yeah, Deep Grave's got that harp. Right. Yeah, Pav now has taken the lead on the experience, but Cherno has taken the lead in the exploration.
Has keys, has one more item, has coordinates.
Yep. Cherno trying to get this rogue scorpion down. Should be able to win a damage race.
And Tilo, I kind of agree with you there. Surprised that Cherno's not counting, because he's got the death necklace. He's got 2 of his 3 items needed. So that coordinate spot could very well be sword or armor.
Yeah, there's a pretty good chance, 50-50 now. Yeah, 50-50 chance, because
Right.
it could be the harp, flute, or one of those 2 Erdrix items. Cherno does get the rogue scorpion down for those 70 big points and sees another one. Need to get to 2175 for level 11. Pam's getting real close to that, up to 2063. So 112 points left to go. Oh, and that's what happens when you take a chance sometime. Should have healed more there. He ended up getting dodged. Back to start he goes, and he loses out on those 64 points. Yep, it's a 1 in 32 chance you get dodged by those wyverns, and that's exactly what happened to Pav there.
One in 32 doesn't seem like 1 in 32 in Dragon Warrior sometimes.
It feels like about 1 in 3.2. Yeah, Cherno's smart right there, using the heal more. Probably 1 swing away from taking it down, and no, it wasn't 1 swing away. So yeah, definitely wise to use the heal more right there. But there it goes for Cherno, another 70 points, cutting the lead on Pav's experience there. Pav will try to get his revenge on the wyvern here. This would be the level, by the way, if Pav is successful. Oh, Pav's going to try again. This time he does not get dodged. And that will be level 11 for Pav with the numbers 3 power, 3 agility, 2 HP, and 1 MP. Boy, that was a level.
Was it? Did the stats go up at all?
Yeah, it felt like a level. It sounded like a level, but I don't think it was a level. I'm thinking level 16. Before Hurtmore.
Ah, yeah. Radiant level 15 or Hurtmore level 16.
Good guess. You took the words right out of my mouth. You took the words right out of my mouth. We'll see if that ends up being the case here, as Pav is now going to get to Rimmeldar if he doesn't. Yep, he's there. So not going to lose all that much time on Cherno. So this continues to be a ball game here. Yeah, stop spell could be important as well, considering all the spells that we've seen these enemies use tonight.
Especially some of those Sherlock enemies.
Yeah, we've seen that both red and green dragons have Hurtmore. Yep, Cherno's now found in both towns again. So Pav goes back. He'll get his fairy water here. Cherno with 615 gold now has enough money to purchase that hand axe.
Yep, and even though he's a level behind Pav, not that far off, but still a level behind, actually has 2 more attack power with that axe.
Pav, now that he's got those keys, is going to go to Cantlin, and he will but he will exit.
Nope.
He's not going to check for coordinates, and I wonder why. Oh, I think I know why. He wants the gold to buy that hand axe. He's got 447. That makes sense.
Yeah, the enemy.
That's 105 right there. He only needs 8. And that'll be an overkill. In fact, oh, you hate seeing that dodge. In fact, he'll have enough money to sleep at the inn as well. So he's going to have exactly. Actually, no, he's not. I beg your pardon. He will be 3 short.
Yeah, I'm sure we could find a red slime on the way along somewhere. Or 2.
Maybe. I mean, they give 4 golds. That would be enough. And Pav does get the wyvern down.
Ah, he'll get the gold from selling the copper sword, so he will be able to afford the inn. Thanks, RG.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting about the change. Yes, he will get 90 change on that copper. Yep, that's right. Yep. Oh, he gets away from that green dragon, and he's made it back to Cantlin. So now he's going to get that hand axe. And yep, he could sleep at the inn now, as a level 11 has been picked up by Cherno, as we continue to stay neck and neck here. Pav could have purchased that small shield. He had enough money, but yeah, he does want to stay at the inn and get his resources back.
A good venture.
So now what he's going to do is he is going to find out about these coordinates here, which will be 29 north, 42 west. Again, got to pay attention. You lose 15 HP per barrier tile as Cherno gets dodged by a Demon Knight. This time does not get Viper. He gets the critical hit and gets the big 90 points, retakes the experience lead.
Looks like he's going to stick around for a little while longer, maybe try to push level 12 here. 3,000 experience.
That's a possibility here. He's got plenty of resources to make it happen. You got to get 3 good hits, though, on that Demon Knight. They love to be dodgy. Pav now has his stones. We'll see a couple of torches. As Cherno will put this wyvern to sleep, and the fairy water, of course. And then Pav will go through the basement, and he will see that we do indeed have the trading cave. We've not found the silver harp as of yet. Right now, it's looking like it's either going to be in Garenham, in Garen's Grave, or in Mountain Cave.
Still that
Of course, we do
possibility
have
of the
coordinates.
Yeah.
This is true. Coordinates could have it. Hawksness could have it. We have not found Hawksness yet either. Turned down to 7 HP. Not going to take any risks here. Don't blame with how dodgy these Demon Knights can be. Just like that. And Cherno's going to double heal more. Yup. And dodges again. 3 in a row. And perfect bid to add insult to injury. Give that Demon Knight 500 golds.
Pav pausing here is definitely writing down how many steps he's taken.
Yep. Uh-oh, we got a knight. And, well, let's see. Knights are 36 to 47. I mean, he's got 22 so far. He's got 35. Could finish it off on this swing, but yeah, he's not going to take a chance this time around, just in case he misses. Doesn't miss, though, and covers the spread. That's a big 78 points right there for Pav.
Doesn't want to give up this count just yet.
No. There's the Demon Knight. Does manage to escape. All right, Pav continuing the count here on these coordinates, but runs into a wyvern. That's fine.
Didn't actually have to go that far from the top of the river there.
No, not at all. Which is reasonably convenient. And
this one, though.
Right on the trees? No. That would have been something.
I don't know if he's far enough west yet.
I don't know. Cherno gets the Wraith Knight down, 72 points. Got to get to 3,000 for level 12. So, yeah, unfortunately, he's a little bit lost his Pav on those coordinates. There it is. It's the armor. He was 1 away from those trees. So there you go. Erdrick's armor. So that is a big find there for Pav. What it does, you heal 1 HP every step you take. You no longer take damage to the swamp tiles or the barrier tiles. You have 1/3 reduced damage on the Hurt More spells. You have 1/3 reduced damage on Dragon Breath, and you are completely resistant to Stop Spell.
Half on Dragon Breath, I think, isn't it? No, it could be 1/3.
Nope, it's 1/3. Both that and your Hurt Mores. Yep.
But yeah, best armor in the game. We don't need to look for any more armor. Now we just need a sword.
Green Dragon. Can't run away from it. And they have Hurt More. All right, Cherno getting very close to level 12 as Pav will heal up here at Cantlin. Or might buy some things as well.
Low on keys. I think he's going for those.
Yeah, good idea. Oh, this would put Cherno right on the money at 3,000 experience points to get to level 12. And does get it down and has level 12. So here come the numbers for level 12. 9 power, 1 agility, 7 HP, 13 MP, and we are still 5 spells short and 4 levels to go.
I mean, an okay level. We'd certainly like to see more spells. I mean, Radiant for sure. But still, it was some decent stats.
You want Radiant? I want just a bit outside.
I mean, now that they've both been through Tablet, who needs outside anymore?
Exactly. That's why I called for the outside spell. Those Stowmans have heard. That's not too bad. Pav is going to pique its curiosity and see how happy it is to use that spell. Well, didn't use it there. Or there, so I'm thinking 50-50.
Gonna keep
Cherno. Yep, gonna keep going now. And yep, Pav gonna try to win this fight here. snowmans have a lot of HP, though. 102 to 135 HP, and Pav does get it down, 155 points. There's the blue dragon, the first time we've seen that today. And guess what? Every dragon tonight has the Hurt More spell. How do you like them apples?
Very nice, and another Sherlock enemy with it as well.
Oh, this is going to be a fun Sherlock Cyberdark.
The other thing is we haven't really seen a grind spot yet. I mean, we've passed by the one in Swamp Cave a dozen times, but if we get an enemy with Hurt More and we've got Erdrick's Armor and Stop Spell, I mean, we could do really well.
Oh, yes, indeed. Well, it's true the Dragon Lord's first form does have Hurt More. That is a good point. Up the Fun Police for Cherno, and the fun might be stopping for him. And it does.
Not quite every Dragon Lord. The one we see on Pav's screen doesn't have it quite yet.
Oh, that's true. Yes, the Dragon Lord sprite that Pav plays as, he'll eventually have Hurt More. Whether it's level 13, 14, 15, or 16.
All right, Cherno now doing his count. Should pick up the armor shortly.
And Pav can't get away from this wizard, and he is sent home.
Looks like we're going to do a little bit more grinding on our way to find those coordinates.
Yep, Cherno getting that Demon Knight down. So again, it's one tile south of that little forest patch. That's where Cherno needs to be. We'll see if he gets that right on the first try. Unfortunately, runs into a blue dragon. This time he does escape, so he currently does not know about the Hurt More. He may, though, now. No, not yet. Now he does. Now he knows. Uh-oh, it's another blue dragon. It is continuing to pursue him. He's able to escape. Not going to go to the town. But he's well on his way, and look at that. Perfect counting right there from Cherno. He's got it.
Cherno, a lot faster at counting than I've seen a lot of players. Doesn't have the stutter step. Can walk really quickly there.
Yeah, that was well done right there from Cherno. I mean, that's one of the reasons why Cherno is this deep into the tournament here, into the semifinals, looking to maybe punch that ticket into the grand championship. But this Red Dragon might have something to say about that. And that Hurt More won't send him the start thanks to that Erdrick's armor that he just picked up. If he didn't have that, he would have been going home.
Gets away, which is very nice. Still don't want to be fighting those just yet.
No, we need a little bit more power.
Hey, we see a Sherlock up here just north of Cantlin, I believe.
Yeah, Bath finding it first. Perhaps we might find Garenham or Hawksness here. Cherno gets the Wyvern down. Pav will not be affected by the stop spell, and he's hoping that, well, they have Hurt as well, so they got the Artificial Wombo Combo Light. All right, Werewolf down. That takes him to 3208. Couple of bridges here, but still no towns, still no cave. Just making sure that there's nothing surrounding Sherlock here as he's going to continue to go west. Cherno stopped by the Fun Police again. Uh-oh. That's a Demon Knight for Pat. That ain't too much problem as he's able to escape, but it just keeps following him, and he's able to escape again. Cherno able to get away from that red dragon.
So we're still looking for, what, 2 towns and a cave yet?
That's correct. Whatever cave we find, we know that the other one is going to be in Garanham.
Our other town being Cole.
Yep, Cole and Garanham and Hawksness. We have not found any of those 3 yet, and we found nothing here but a bunch of dragons. Cherno gets mercy ruled there, and he's running low on resources. And back and forth they go in the experience department. Pav retaking the lead temporarily here.
Looks like we're going south of Sherlock to find anything.
Yep.
Southwest.
As Cherno back to Rimmildar. Pav, meanwhile, is going to take another Stone Man.
Not an ideal grind, but when it's casting hurt, why not?
It could be worse. You know, we still don't have enough attack power to really take on anything else at this point. You're right, not ideal, but I don't disagree with this play. Ooh, our first Star Wyvern of today. Cherno's going to go for it.
Excellent.
And gets a Haishino Ichigeki. Gets the crit, gets the 105 points. As far as I'm concerned, no one ever bought the broadsword.
I believe that's correct, from what I saw anyway. Cherno now is pretty close to where Pav is on the map.
Yeah, they're about to give each other a high five at this point.
Star Wyverns look to be punch only.
Seems like it at this point. Next level's at 4125 is another Haishino Ichigeki. Pav gets the werewolf down. Pav getting dodged by the Wyvern. He's already had that happen earlier tonight. Cherno getting the Wraith Knight down. 72 more points. Less than 600 away from the level. Ooh, Cherno going to go for this wizard. I think he can take it down.
Yeah, we've got that amount of HP now that it's okay to take these on.
Yep, 49 to 65 HP. One more good swing should do it for Cherno, and we'll get the 120 points, and there it is. 34 points is the difference right now.
That's certainly like another 20 attack power to take them on, but it works.
Cherno run fails from a Stone Man. Double run fails from a Stone Man. And gets the triple. He's going to get mercy ruled. Yikes, getting a triple run failed from a Stone Man. I mean, granted, only 44 agility, but that still stinks. Another Haishino Ichigeki gets a 60, not quite enough to take it down. It rolled high, so it'll be a 2-shot there for Cherno.
There is a cave here. I'm not sure if we've seen that one before on Pav's screen behind this werewolf.
Yeah, we'll see if we've seen it or not. Potentially we already have. Yeah, we've already seen it. That was the freebie cave.
Ah.
Yeah, Pav won't want to grab the 100 and whatever golds are inside that chest, so he's just going to leave. So again, still missing 4 critical landmarks here in this seed. One of the caves that's either going to be mountain or grave, because grave or mountain is going to be in Garenham, which we haven't found. We haven't found coal or Hawksness yet. And we're at the 62, almost 63 minute mark. And even though this hasn't been a brutal seed in terms of, like deaths, it's been a brutal seed in terms of exploration.
This town might be new. Oh yeah, there's Hawksness.
There we go. Cherno finding Hawksness. So he's going to be looking for a stone man, maybe an axe knight.
We haven't seen an axe knight yet, but should be a fairly easy takedown unless it has something big.
That's true. All right, what do we got? Oh, a red dragon. Oh, that's no good. Especially when we don't have stop spell. So Cherno is out of there.
MP, maybe.
I just don't know if we're swinging hard enough to take it down, though. And on 84 attack power, that's a problem.
I mean, Cole can't be that far away. It's the only thing we haven't found. I don't know Cole or Rimmildar, right? Garenham.
Yep.
I forgot all about Hawksness earlier.
I didn't. We were talking about it at the start. the first down would be Hawksness, but it wasn't. Simultaneous Demon Knight kills here for these runners. Pav gets it down first. Cherno is dodged again. Pav the first to level 13 with 11 power, 21 agility, 16 HP, 1 MP. And there's Hurt and Hurt more.
Wow, that's
big.
Level. That's
a level. And Cherno is going to be right there. Unfortunately, he's been dodged so many times. Finally gets it down, and he's going to get the Hurt and Hurt more too. So this continues to be close. Cherno in this narrow strip of land here, hoping to find something, but he finds a golem. Able to escape.
If I had the resources now, I'd turn around and go right back to Hawksness, but not quite enough yet.
No, not quite enough.
Only 1 heal more, so you want to find a town first.
Yep. And dodged again from the Demon Knight, down to 11 MP. Gets to hit this time, gets it down for the 90 points. As Pav will refill all of his magic here back in Tantagel. Nothing. Another nothing burger here in this northern part of the continent, northwestern part.
Pav was up here earlier, so he was fairly close to Hawksness at one point.
Yep, he was. Yeah, that's true. We have not seen any enemies that have had healing abilities, so stop spell could be needed to take down that red dragon if it just so happens to have one of those. Unfortunately, Cherno out of resources, can't use a repel, so he's going to use the fairy water. Not a bad idea. Oh, there's a cave. This has got to be one of the 2 missing caves here. What's it going to be? Mountain. So guess what? Garen and Garen.
Nice.
But Cherno wants to keep exploring a little bit before he makes this dive. And he sees nothing else surrounding, but not going to go through Mountain Cave. What do you think about that?
I think he's pretty low in resources, so definitely looking for coal or something close.
And there it is. Or at least there's a town.
It's back to Cantland. So, again, something that was really close the whole time.
Dang. Just it couldn't get there. And now he's going to get that MP. Plenty of gold now, by the way. If we had a large shield shop, he could buy one of those. I don't know if we've seen a large shield yet. I don't think we have.
No, but I don't think anyone's checked the middle shop.
No. You're right, because they didn't have the keys at that time. Of course, there could be one in Garenham. There could be one in Cole as well. And Cherno's not going to check either, so let's see if he decides to go for Mountain Cave or if he tries to do some more exploration.
I think he's headed for Hawksness.
Ah, he's going to go for the Red Dragon now. Okay. Yep, he's making a beeline toward it right now. So it was almost due west from Cantlin. Ooh, Wraith Knights have Baby Breath. And they have Stop Spell, so that's not too bad.
Here we go. Pav finds a mountain.
Man, let's see if he decides to make that dive or if he backs off. No, he's going to go for it. He's got plenty of resources, so it makes sense. Five chests here in Mountain Cave, as we've got a Curse Belt. Tells us that at least one of the 3 search tiles are in play, which doesn't help us at all.
Not having found the first one, no.
No. We know about coordinates, but that's all. Fighter's Ring, that gives us an additional 2 attack power points. And I'll go ahead and put that on right now. And Turtle's getting a decent amount of damage on this Red Dragon. So again, unless they've got something nasty on the back, we got gold and more gold. A lot of cash here in Mountain Cave. And Cherno gets the Red Dragon down. That's 350 points and the Silver Harp.
So much for a dream of Ingaren's Grave.
Yep, it's dead. I was hoping for the sword or flute. Maybe the sword is there, though. That would be something. That'd be a nice consolation.
Right, and right now, having the harp, don't need to go down there, but we're at least going to check the top 3, and I would certainly dive. At this point, you're still leveling dive and grind.
Yep. Now, of course, Erdrick's sword, right now it's either in Garenham, Garen's Grave, or it could be in Charlock, and we will play everybody's favorite game show, a 25,000 gold pyramid, as Cherno will get his Staff of Rain and now could go to the Jerk Cave to get that rainbow drop, which will open access to Charlock.
I'm going to do that really quick, too. I think that's Cantlin on screen now for Pav. Sorry, Hoxton's.
Yep. And there's Pav. And there's Cherno into... Nope, that's a freebie cave. Wrong old man, Cherno. Another Demon Knight. Haishino Chigeki does not get Vipered. That was a nice critical, if I do say so myself. And there's the Jerk Cave.
All right, so the homework's done. Now we're just looking for sword. And that's about it. And we'll some levels.
Yep, here comes Pav now with the Red Dragon fight. And Cherno back into Rimmildar. Pav not taking any chances here. I don't know how much he can get bit for, but Pav does not want to find out. He wants to get this Red Dragon done. At least 39, so that was a big hit. All right, 45 is the maximum it can go for the chomp there. And Pav does get the Red Dragon down and gets Silver Harp. Yep, drops the Fighter's Ring because once you put it on, you continue to enjoy that item's benefits. So Pav no longer needs it, discards it. And Pav's going to keep going west to the north. That's going to end up being a dead end, unfortunately, for him. As Cherno wants another Red Dragon. He wants this 350.
And the crit to get it.
Very nicely done there for Cherno. So he's now at 5216, 409 points away from level 14.
All right, his turn to dive mountain and find absolutely nothing.
And he's going to find a lot of gold, and that's about it. So right now we are looking for Garanham and Cole. Cole could have the flute, it could have the sword, or it may have nothing at all. All right, Pav is back to Cantlin. Just going to heal up, get some more herbs. So Cherno done with Mountain sees that there was absolutely nothing of value in there and gets back attacked by a Wraith Knight into Baby Breath. All right, Cherno gets it down up to 5288. Have now running into Sharlock. Yeah, still two towns that we have not seen yet, and they're going to have the rest of the pieces, it would seem. Although it's possible Cole could be completely useless.
I mean, in reality, both could. You could just start diving Sherlock. It'd be a gamble. There's so many chests left over.
That's true because there's 3 in the Garanham treasury. There's 5 in the grave. So right now it's less than a 50-50 chance at this point. Cherno, now that he's got that Hurt More spell, gonna put it to work on that green dragon. One-shots it for 135 points. Gets one or more of those, and that will be the level.
Oh,
look at this.
Wow.
Wow, look at that. That is, you definitely needed your Erdrick's armor there. Holy smokes. What a way to get there.
And there's more space here, yet the other town could be there.
It very well could, and that's Cole. So first, we're going to see if the search tile has anything or if it's a big nothing burger. And it is the sword. Wow, we are in grind and go mode now. So
don't need that grave anymore.
We don't need that grave. We don't even need Garanham. So there you go. But incidentally, we have not found a dragon scale yet. But I kind of don't like this move from Pav. I would have checked the shop for a large shield, dragon scale, any of that stuff. I'm surprised he didn't do it.
Yeah, dragon scale you can pick up in any town, I guess, along the way, but they're just about any town.
True, but the fact that he has no shield right now just doesn't make any sense why he wouldn't have checked for that large shield. I'll be interested to see what Cherno decides to do. I mean, he could grind enough to buy a silver shield. I mean, there's a possibility if we have to go to like level 16, 17, 18, things like that, there's still a possibility he could afford it, as Pav does get the Staff of Rain in the basement.
I don't think we know what the Swamp Spike is yet.
Yeah, Pav is going to check the spike tile to see if there's anything viable to grind on. Of course, with the Hurt More, you have a pretty good chance of doing so.
Well, using the broadsword to manipulate Erdrick's sword. Unfortunately, no large shield there.
Yep, no large shield. So yeah, he buys the large shield, and seconds later he gets Erdrick's sword. Or I beg your pardon, the broadsword. If that doesn't say game those, I don't know what does. So there you go. No large shield. So unless Garanham's got it, forget it. It's silver shield or small shield.
I think we do still have that middle shop in Cantlin, and I'm thinking Garanham was probably east of Cole there.
Quite possibly. So unfortunately, you folks who are hoping to play the 25,000 gold pyramid, it has been canceled tonight. Producers just told me we are over budget this week.
Ooh.
And Pav going to be the first to level 14 with 3 power, 4 agility, no HP, but 26 MP. That's huge.
All right, 90 MP, which means we have, what, 11 heal mores now. We still don't have enough HP. Strength is not far off.
Oh, by the way, it's green dragons on the spy tile. That's an appealing fight. Cherno got to level 14 as well. Again, pretty close on those experience numbers.
Apparently Cherno got 14 just before Pav.
I mean, it must have been barely because, again, it was almost simultaneous. To get to level 15, we need to get to 7,500 experience points. Unfortunately for Pav, a wave and a miss on that Hurt More spell. And another wave and a miss on that Hurt More spell. You hate to see it.
Not the easiest Hurt More grind. It's certainly viable. Hurt More to swing sometimes. Or just, death.
Wow, so double Hurt More, or double Hurt More miss, short Hurt More on the Green Dragon, and doesn't get the 135 points. There's a high Shinochi Geki for Cherno on 125. That's a max roll crit there for Cherno.
Very nice.
Pav back to the grind. Unfortunately, he did lose half of his gold by taking that death.
Green Dragons, I don't think we would have had enough for silver anyway.
Nah, probably not. Green Dragons give you 160 golds a pop. But Cherno's going to go for the red dragon fight. He's going for the big money.
Pretty much 1,000 away here for Pav.
Yep. It's about 80 minutes into this race. It's about a 500 experience point lead. So Cherno is looking for crits. That's what he wants. He wants crits. Pav wants one-shot hurt mores and no misses. And right now, the way this seed is shaping up, it does not look like Death Necklace is in play. If Death Necklace were in play, you do get an additional 10 attack power points, but it costs you 25% of your maximum HP. And at 93 HP, not happening tonight, folks. Unless, of course, we get a level where we get like 40 HP and like 2 attack power.
Yeah, you're looking at around 129, 130 is where you want to start using Death Necklace.
Yep. All right, another green dragon down for Pav. It's at 68.99. Cherno at 66.60. They continue to be close. Cherno might have just found the more efficient grind here, as you can see. Oh, green dragons have heal more.
Oh, wow. Haven't seen that yet.
Oh my. Yeah, when it blends with the hurt more, yeah. So, yeah, Cherno right now has the advantage for sure because they only have hurt more, nothing else. And all of a sudden, it's a 24 experience point game, and Cherno's going to take this lead here eventually.
Yeah, we still need 2 or 3 green dragons. We need this red and another for a level 15.
Yep, 2 reds will do it. All right, Cherno gets it down. Another relatively fast kill, and he's got the experience point lead because of it. One more would give Cherno level 15. We'll see where we are at that point.
Don't have enough hurt more to keep grinding these greens because we got to cast that last heal more. Nope, gonna cast hurt more instead.
Yep, I'm gonna go for it. Max roll gets the kill.
That's not what we need.
Big MP boost at least, but yeah, that's nowhere near enough. That level was 6 strength, 5 agility, 2 HP, 17 MP, but yeah, no, still not enough.
One more level, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see where we're at this point, but look at our defense. That is terrible. Man, Pav somehow got to level 15 on that tank of gas. Amazing.
1 MP and 3 HP. Wow.
Yeah, so this will definitely be a trek back home. No shot. No shot. So Cherno gets another red dragon down, another 350 points. Yeah, he has definitely found the more efficient grind here. So right now he's looking pretty good here as he's going to use the fairy water. So it looks like he's going to fill it back up.
That large shield is looking more and more tempting. Silver would be great, but having a large would certainly help out right now.
Yep, and then Cherno gets run failed on a Snowman at 74 agility. Go figure. Ooh, Cherno sees a red dragon. As Pav's now going to get his rainbow drop from the Jerk Cave. And he can't take this fight because he's out of resources. He may be sent home whether he likes it or not. Doesn't manage to escape. Runs into a wizard. He gets back attacked by that. So now he's down to 29 HP. Is able to escape. But then a couple steps later, back attacked by a Snowman on 74 agility. And then escapes with 4 HP left to spare. Can he get to town? Yes, he can.
Would be a good time to pick up some herbs and a dragon scale.
Yeah, I'd pick up that dragon scale. I don't think any of these players have picked up a dragon scale at this point.
Nope.
Maybe these runners don't depend on defense. Maybe they don't believe in it. Because right now, if I do some mad math here, 82 is, let's see, 78, 74. What are we, 53? I believe it's 53 on 69.
Yep, and apparently 54 on 65.
There you go.
Chat's been working on that for a while.
Well, good. I'm going to go on for this blue dragon. Oh, and they have the both more as well. So greens and blues have both more. Reds do not. Not quite the same rate on the heal more. They have 50% heal more, but still, that's nasty. You want that stop spell if you're going to take that fight.
Yeah, the reds are certainly where it's at.
Yep. It's just kind of a shame no stop spell. If we had stop spell, these fights would be tasty. Oh, Cherno gets dodged and is denied.
Lorgan bringing up a good point. Step inside Sherlock. You've got the rainbow drop. You're right there. See what's inside. Might be worth it.
And Pav getting that red dragon down retakes the lead. Back and forth. These two continue to go here in this race. It is going to come down to the wire. Cherno not interested in knights or demon knights. Cherno, I don't know if he knows about the heal more. He does now.
Passing by Caitlin again there.
Yeah, it looks like Pav has found a potentially decent grind spot if he can find the right colored dragon. A Stone Man, again, and of course getting dodged. That's embarrassing. Getting dodged by a Stone Man. What the heck? 1 in 64 chance, folks. Pav does get it down, 155 points. Cherno back to the Red Dragons.
Yeah, it's going to take like 1 or 2 red dragons for him to catch up and take the lead again.
Yep. Depends on how quickly Pav seize these red dragons himself. Pav taking no chances this time in case he gets dodged. Dodge is 1 in 32 chance on a red dragon. And 9750 is what we need to get to level 16. So 3 red dragons would do it for Pav. 4, I believe, for Cherno.
I think 9 experience for a second there.
Yeah, that's right. It'd be 9 difference. Well, this will slow Pav down a bit. He gets a stone man. I mean, he can hit him hard, so you can 3-shot him. And is able to. 3 shots him, 155 points. Cherno gonna have to use a heal more as he got back attacked by that fun police. Trying to stop his fun. So yeah, Radiant, Stop Spell, and Outside all on level 16.
All the spells we wanted to start the game too.
Yep. And this red dragon would be enough for Pav to get level 16. So it looks like he's going to get there first. Pav taking no risks here. He wants that level right now.
Yeah, lots of resources, no reason to.
So there it is, Pav, the first to level 16. Cherno's going to be right behind. With 3 power, 9 agility, 13 HP, Radiant, Stop Spell, Outside, and now, looking at these numbers here, that definitely looks like go mode. The HP, not great, but the MP gives us 13 heal mores, and at 134 attack power, we are rolling 8 to 17. That means we're averaging 12 and a half. On 13 heal mores, 12 and a half. Yep, the math checks out.
Just go pick up a shield or something on the way.
You just need a shield, exactly. All right, so Pav looks like he's going to gear up here, get his herbs and whatnot. Was he going to buy the dragon scale? He's going to buy the dragon scale. There we go.
All right,
that gives him 2
helped.
additional. Yep, 2 additional defensive points. Okay, so Pav did buy a small shield somewhere. I guess we missed it, but both runners do have a small shield as far as we know. There's no large shield in this seed, unless, of course, we have a large shield in Garenham, which neither runner found and neither runner needed to find. Cherno's going to be the first one into Charlock, and Pav going to be seconds back. Hold on to your hats, folks. We could be in for a wild ride.
And so far, I mean, look at the difference. We get an Armored Knight right at the beginning, and Cherno gets to go right around.
Yep, absolutely here. Yeah, we do have Axe Knight, so it's going to stop these runners. But again, with the Hurt spell, not the worst thing in the world. It's just an annoyance, if anything. There's our first Axe Knight of the seed, and damn, DL2 breath. Oh, no. Oh, boy, do we have some nastiness here in this seed.
And immediately down has to use an herb on the first floor.
Yeah, that is no bueno. There's another Axe Knight, and blocked. Gets DL2 breathed on. And able to escape. That could have been bad. So right now, Charlock definitely going to factor into the outcome of this race, Cyberdark.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You want to keep your HP up, especially with these X-Knights around.
Pav doesn't know about it yet, and they're using DL2 a lot. It's at least 50%. I don't know if they have 75% DL2, brother. I don't think they can go 75.
Well, oh wow, survives with 7. It gets away.
Ooh,
Wow.
boy, oh boy, this is awfully dicey. This is awfully dicey.
All right, in a new zone, I believe.
Yeah, you gotta hope that there is no Axe Knights the rest of the way.
Oh, just golems. That's all.
Of course, and then he gets run blocked by it anyways, because why not? Yep, 50%. I kind of figured it was a max roll DL2 probability there. So yeah, no fun. All right, more golems. No problem there for Cherno. Blue Dragon, that's not the worst, but it's not great because of the hurt more.
We're step for step again for a second. Journal's ahead a little bit more now.
And they're both getting stopped by a Blue Dragon here. This is absolutely insane how close
Like
this
a
race
step
is.
ahead.
It gets past the golem, only to find another golem, and Cherno gonna use a heal spell. So that was the one bit of HP he had to give. Yeah, if we have golem on the spike tile, that's a problem because there's a fairy flute.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of makes you wonder. I don't foresee these players going for the pyramid, as Cherno has made it to the U.
I don't see it happening unless they find the golem there and then maybe turn back, or at least on the second
Why
dive,
would
go
they
for
turn
it.
back? I don't see it. I don't see them turning back.
No, I think they just go for it and burn the heal more.
Yep, Cherno gets stopped right before the bottom floor. Gets away from the green dragon, though. But so far, we haven't seen any more Axe Knights, so it's potential that only Zone 1 has them. If that's the case, that's fine and dandy. So right now, Cherno with the ever so slight advantage.
About half a floor.
Oh, this is so close. We got a golem. Cherno escapes. Golem gets away. Pav gets away from the golem on his side. Another golem on Cherno's side. A green dragon on Pav's side. He's stopped. It's a blue dragon, and that's not great because remember that they do have heal more.
Yep.
At a 50% clip. That's 58. Oh, doesn't use the heal more. And Cherno gonna get it down. That's big for Cherno. He still has all the resources intact. Can he get there? He does get there. So Cherno, the first one to the Dragon Lord fight in this nail biter of a race here. And here we go. I will count on the right. You'll have to do.
Yep.
You'll have to count on the left.
Sounds good. If he swings well and doesn't get too many physicals for high numbers, I think he can still hit for 51.
Oh, 2 shots. He had got the stop spell. Does he get the first strike? He does get the first strike. A great start for Cherno. Starts with a 14. 25. Need 150 to 165 points to win this fight. He's currently on 25.
There's 36 on that blue.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I kind of can't follow. I mean, he had a spell to give. He's currently on 36 as Cherno. Now 51. These are pretty good rolls so far. So he's got 51.
Now remember, too, when we started this, Cherno's stream started first. So Pav
This
could be
is
fairly
true.
close.
67. Good roll there for Cherno. So yeah, we will look at the times for sure because we had some stops. 81. Man, these are great rolls. And he is almost a lock. Almost. Unfortunately, Pav getting the nope more on his side. 93. All right, you start counting here. 107.
13.
My goodness gracious, these rolls here. Absolutely incredible. In fact, I think he's guaranteed at this point. 107, 118.
29.
Yeah, even if he min rolls, he's there. He's there. 130. Yeah, Cherno has been rolling exceptionally well. Yeah, not
42.
taking a chance on the 50. He knows he's got this fight won. Not taking a chance. 145. So
55.
potentially he could win on this swing right here, Cherno. And there's 161. That's not enough.
63.
He's probably not been counting, but little does he know, this swing's going to do it regardless. And he's going to end up finishing with 169, a modest. He min rolls on the final attack when it doesn't matter. Get your GGs out for Cherno. We're going to check the official time in just a moment. But Cherno's going to pull this off. What do we got on Pav?
83 so far.
All right, 83 is where we at. I will go ahead and take over the counting now. So 83 for Pav. That's 94 now. So man, what a fight there for Cherno. We're at 94 on Pav's side. He's looking pretty good to win this fight as well. 105 now. And he has to roll at least 162 to win. And that's a nice roll, 121. All right, 133. So again, rolling pretty well. There's 149. So yep, Pav's going to be there as well. Even if he min rolls, he's going to be there. In fact, he could get it on the next two. He could get it on this one if he rolled 16. And there you go. He gets a max roll. So nice. GG's to Pav. Boy, what a battle. What a race. This was close practically the entire way, as it was a max roll 165 DL2.
Just over a minute the difference, I believe.
Yep, the official time for Cherno is 138.11. Pav's time 139.22. That's a difference of 71 seconds. Boy, what a great race between these two Cinderella stories. You couldn't have asked for a much better finish there, Cyberdark.
For sure. We'd definitely love to see this. Both players, like you said, on DL2 at the one time. The league going back and forth for so long.
Yep. And, you know, they were practically neck and neck going into Sharlock, but Cherno just had the better Sharlock than Pav did. Just a better dive. And, you know, that's how it works sometimes. Sharlock ends up being the factor. And that was the factor here. Because you can't really look back at one runner and the other and say, oh, they should have done this. Oh, they should have done that. It was neck and neck. It was literally seconds going into Sharlock. It's just Cherno won, had the better Sharlock dive. That's basically the difference of this race.
And we're looking to see if they're going to jump in. Right now they're talking about the agility in the chat.
Yep, and pointing out that if Pav would have went to Hawk's Nest for the grind instead of the green in the swamp, I mean, that's a possibility. Who knows? But that's why they play the game here, is we do have Pav here in the commentator's booth with us. GG, you put up a tremendous fight. This was a neck and neck race practically the entire time. There was never really an instance where either of you had a big lead one way or the other. It was literally seconds apart going into Sharlock. But unfortunately for you, Pav, Sharlock claimed you. Just too many encounters on your side. But go over the sea with us. You played very well tonight.
It felt really bad to see how close Rim was. Finding it through Swamp Cave and then finding out it was one continent after. And then seeing Rim on my way to count the coordinates was really weird and felt extremely behind. And another thing as well, that northwest of Sharlock, the little path to Cole, I had full intentions of exploring that when I was up there. And I don't know if I got distracted by an encounter or something. That cost me many minutes.
Yep. I mean, that definitely comes into play. I mean, you look at this one thing here, this one thing there, this one thing there. But, you know, looking at this race, I mean, I didn't really spot something that could have been a deal breaker. I mean, the possibility was the grind. You grinded on the Green Dragons at least to start. And unfortunately, when you found out that they had the both more, the hurt more and heal more, I kind of dissuaded you. And you actually grinded outside of Sharlock because it had reds and blue dragons. But unfortunately, blue dragons also had both more. Red Dragons did not. So the Red Dragons ended up being a more appealing grind for the both of you. But one thing that maybe gave Cherno that ever slight advantage on you was the grind, because he stayed on the Red Dragons practically the entire time. And once he got to level 16, it was on his way to Sharlock. But again, as I had mentioned, it was literally seconds, like 5 to 10 seconds difference between who went to Sharlock first. And it ended up being a 71-second difference. So that tells you right there that Sharlock definitely came into play in this one.
Yeah, that was an outrageous amount of encounters on the first floor and a few others. It was pretty frustrating, but that happens pretty often. The inability to uh, repel anything. I don't even. Was there a large? There's probably was a large shield somewhere.
We will never know, because as far as we're concerned, all the shops that we checked, and I think all the shops in Cantlin, no large shield. Garanham might have had one, but guess what? Garanham was found by neither one of his. So we never found out if there was a large shield in Garanham.
Yeah, where was Garen? Did anybody see it at
Nope.
all?
I'm
It
kind of
was-
assuming it was just past Cole, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, but it was never found.
Oh yeah, the large shop in Cantlin. Did you check that one? Or sorry, the lock shop in Cantlin?
I did, yes. Specifically looking, getting more keys and seeing.
Yep,
if there
didn't
was
see
large
it.
shield there.
So, yep, it was not there. Wow. So, yeah, either Garanham had it or there was no large shield. I mean, we'll never know. Neither of you found Garanham, so that's the end of that. Now we'll talk to Cherno here, who's in the chat. Yeah, that was a blue dragon on the spike tile. You had to use a stop spell there, Pav, because you knew already that it had heal more. Cherno got lucky, never saw the heal more on that fight, and never needed to use a resource. So didn't really need it, because Cherno, I must say, you rolled amazingly on that Dragon Lord fight. You were rolling above average practically the entire time, right up until the final swing, when it absolutely positively did not matter. That was your only roll below 11. He was rolling 11 to 16 the entire way. I mean, he was getting good rolls on his 8 to 17s there. So that was another thing that helped him expedite that fight. But Axonites had DL2 breath.
Yeah, I was a little worried not seeing Axonites, Golems, Star Wyverns, Armored Knights going into Sharlock. It was nice to see the Armored Knights had hurt. Never saw if the Star Wyverns had anything, and those Golem that wouldn't let me run before the spike was kind of scary too.
Yep, that's for sure. But yeah, that could have been another factor that could have definitely factored into the outcome of this race. But only Zone 1, it looked like, had Axonites. We didn't see any on Zone 2 or 3. So that ended up being a non-factor. It was kind of an early situation that might have ended up being the difference, but there you go. So the reverse count, the old letdown on the reverse count. What did you think about that?
I know Cherno's been practicing the reverse counts. After seeing the count, I had no intentions to do that.
Yep, and Cherno making a point in chat. Yeah, you did have a opportunity that you maybe could have won for a double, but you were rolling so well, you knew you didn't have to take that chance, because you had a 50, and I believe you could have been popped for a 51. 51 you could have been popped for there, Cherno. So there was no need for you to take that unnecessary risk on 50. I mean, if you were rolling low, that would have been more understandable. But yeah, as I had mentioned, you were rolling pretty darn well the entire Dragon Lord fight. And you rolled good enough as well that you still had one hurt more to spare. So, I mean, overall, excellent race that you're just gonna have to watch back on, because both of you played exceptionally well. Very, very close all the way through. It was neck and neck going into Sharlock. Just unfortunately for you, Pap, tonight, Cherno just had the more luckier Sharlock dive this time around. But knowing how this has panned out now, you've been playing the distance practically almost the entire way up to this point. I wouldn't be the least bit shocked if this one also went to a game number 3. I mean, Pav and Cherno, two Cinderella stories who have had amazing runs to get to this point in the tournament. I mean, you should be very happy about how far you've gotten to this point. I mean, congratulations, both of you. For you, Cherno, you are one victory away from punching your ticket to the Grand Championship. And Pav, I know you definitely have what it takes. You've been in this spot before, down 1-0. We'll see if you can make that comeback again on your next match. So again, GG's to the both of you. Any other questions do we have for either of our runners, Cyberdark?
I don't think so. I know Trino was talking about the reverse count there, and I did see him set it up, but then didn't need it. Pav, I think you were one tile off. Trino got a first shot, but you were, what, 3 or 4 searches before you found it?
Yeah, something like that. I wasn't going to go back. I knew it had to be right along that coast there somewhere.
Yeah, very, very well done. Just great performance tonight. Great performance so far throughout the entire tournament. Of course, game number 2 will be coming up in the very near future. We wish you both the best of luck in that. It should be another exciting one. If it's anything like what we saw tonight, I think we're going to be in for a real treat. So again, GG to both the runners. Congratulations to Cherno for winning game number 1. Pav, you will have the opportunity to catch up in your next match and hopefully force a decider on your journey to make it to the championship. So we wish you the best of luck.
Yep, GG Cerno, and good luck to you as well. It's been a great tournament so far. You've played really well the better half of the last year or so. So I feel good to keep up with you. So a little confidence going into game 2 and Impossible 3 for me.
All right. Thank you very much for your time for both of you here. Please make sure you give both of our runners here, Pav and Cherno, a follow because they've been Cinderella stories. As I mentioned, they have been playing lights out throughout the bracket stages here. And one of these two is going to make it to the Grand Championship. So continue to wish them both all of the luck in the world. And we also thank our tracker, RG365, for their help with the tracking tonight. And our restreamer and my commentator partner, Cyberdark86. A pleasure doing commentary with you tonight. Boy, this game was a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what we have in store for game number 2.
Indeed. Again, thank you for commentating with me as well. Very much appreciated. And we're going to send it over to Edge Telvron on our raid.
Sounds good to me. And one more thing before we hit that raid button is that game number 2 will be on Wednesday night, right back here on DW Randomizer. Same time, 7 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it. So for everybody here on DW Randomizer, I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Have a great rest of your evening, and we will see you again on Wednesday night for game number 2 of this exciting semifinals between Pav and Cherno right here on DW Randomizer. Good night, everybody.